Good afternoon. Today I'm planning on making a mat, like a play mat, or just like a kind of, I wouldn't say rug because it's not, ruggish, but something for like a kid, baby in particular, to be able to lay down on so it's not like on the floor. And also it could be used like outdoors, I think I would want to say, should be. Um, so I have this Winnie the Pooh, I think it's fleece, and then just this yellow because I thought these two would match really cute together, like a forward and back. And then I have this Therma something material, so it's like a little bit thicker. So then that way it has like a little bit of plush to this. But I've fallen into a little predicament. So when I was putting everything, I wouldn't say in order, but just figuring out the measurements, because part of me wanted to make it into like a circle, but the reality is that like I'm probably going to be laying on this as well, so it should be bigger than just a baby, right? I think I bought about a yard of material, fabric if you will, but this doesn't match up. These are all slightly different. This one's like the closest, but then on the other edge like it's not. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to go about it because I think the machine should be able to handle all the materials, but I also want to make sure that everything's like working well. So my thought is I'll save the yellow for last because I think the goal is I'll combine the white ones together first because these are definitely going to go together. I have seen people do things like quilting, but I don't think I'm going to do that. And the reason for that is because since I am taking it uh, on a plane, we might want to add uh, like cotton, I guess might be the right word, or just something to make it a little bit more pillow esque rather than this material because, again, it doesn't feel that super soft and squishy. So we're just gonna see how it goes. I was planning on doing the quilt lines, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think it's just gonna be fully opened, and then I might leave the bottom opening just so I can like talk to my sister, see what she thinks, and then either close it off here or when I get over there, we'll put some stuffing in it and then close it off by hand. So we'll see how the video partakes, and by the end of it, I should have a better idea. But for right now, let's get these combined. We have successfully attached the Winnie the Pooh blanket side to the actual soft little material here. So I talked to my sister and we decided that the best way to move about this is either adding a zipper or some buttons or something so I can still leave it open. So if you want to add a fluff, or I guess there's this memory foam, I don't know what for kids, that could also work and go in it because the dimensions work. So that's the game plan. I feel like a zipper, it might be a little too long to add a zipper. So what I might end up doing is just adding some buttons in like the area here, but that's something that I won't be doing until later. And it's just like a simple clamp situation. So pretty straightforward, I guess. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to start, because since again I'm going to leave this side open, I do, like I said, have extra of the yellow because I already cut off the excess of the white. So I'm going to start doing the line from here. So I kind of already had it placed. But starting it on this side, and then the yellow's pretty see-through, so I should be able to, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm going to make it in order for you not to see this like wording part here. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So that's going to be my guide on how far in ish to go. So basically I'm just gonna go right through this part straight through, and then I'll do the sides because I have not a fear, but I fear that if I do the sides first, since I don't know how long, I know I have extra fabric, but I don't know how much extra fabric I have. I think it's better to just do this side first, and then I'll do the other edges, and then we should be all set, goods to go, to then flip it over and then basically be done with this mat, blanket, rug, whatever you want to call it, floor play mat, kid thing. The mat is all done, or blanket or play mat, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, is finished. So after I finished sewing it, I just put it inside out, and this is the final product. I did do curved edges here because I feel like that looks better than just like a straight cut. I will say we did decide to leave it open, and I'll be adding some buttons. Similar, you just have to clip, 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 and then they tie together. I did make the yellow slightly longer, that way I can put it in. I do have to, like, do something like this. But other than that, it's all done and it looks really cute. And I'll put some pictures here. That's how it looks like on the floor, and just, the length of it all. But this is a fairly easy project. Like I said, it's a play mat for what we're going to be using it for, but it could also be like a blanket, a cover, up to you, whatever you want to use it for. But it's nice, comfy, and I love the two colors together. It's so cute. Okay, well, let's see what I end up making next time. But that's the final product. Bye.